The history of Fellowship Tabernacle Portmore. Yes, it is 19 years ago that Pastor Auden Patterson, then not yet a pastor, walked into Pastor Al Miller's office with a letter from the 8 West Citizens Association asking the church to come into the community and set up an outreach ministry here. This offer was made to Feltab, although a number of other churches had on numerous occasions made requests to use the school facilities to operate a church, but with no success. Feltab had a unique way of ministering to young people, and this was the factor that drew the attention of the Citizens Association to Fellowship Tabernacle. And the rest is history. A team representing 5 families were given the responsibility of leading the outreach ministry to the community under the leadership of Lloyd and Denise Robinson. The team would meet in the home of the Robinsons to plan the service of the outreach. Over the years, we had a number of changes in leadership taking place. The Robinsons left and the family of Kennedy and Cheryl Reed was in charge. They eventually left too, and then Pastor Rudolph and Carol Briscoe were in charge. When eventually they left too, Pastor Alicia Warren took charge until the mission was now given recognition as a church in 2008 and saw the installation of its first official pastors, Courtney and Karen Morrison. The church grew exponentially under the leadership of the Morrisons' ministry to the community. We were no longer just ministering to the 8 West community, but to the wider Greater Portmore community as well. There was outreach ministry in the 2 East and Dumbo Holding communities, while Daytona saw runabout evangelism in the form of football and netball competitions and feeding the city, culminating in a concert each year. We also looked forward to the fellowship night, health fair and family dinner to celebrate our anniversary annually. The major outreach event to the wider Greater Portmore community, Left Wrong, Do Right, was the brainchild of Pastor Courtney Morrison and was hosted twice each year. Left Wrong, Do Right primary focus was to address and pray about the social ills in Portmore while we marched through the communities, declaring Portmore not to just be known as the Sunshine City, S-U-N, Shine City, but rather the Sunshine City, S-O-N, Shine City, where the Son of God, Jesus Christ, shines. The organizational structure of the church was a very strong one, with a total of 40 persons in various leadership positions, from deacons and their wives, heads of departments such as children, youth, young adults, women and men departments. The pastoral leadership of the church was also increased to include Derek and Hyacinth Blair and Auden and Paula Patterson. Fellowship Tabernacle Portmore has certainly come a long way. Our doors are open to all, but it is always noticeable the large number of young people that come through its doors. Additional church activities to note over the years under the leadership of Pastors Courtney and Karen Morrison were annual camps for youth, 3 to 5 days going into the new year, annual watch night services, young adult retreats, retreats, men's get-togethers and Lime, Left Wrong, Do Right school devotions, church trips, couples retreats, nights of excellence showcasing the talents of our children, cultural praise and worship sessions, Jamaica Day, reggae praise, and more. Benevolence, which increased greatly on account of COVID-19. We have lost a number of persons over the years to migration, but sadly also a few that have gone on before us to be with the Lord. We remember Janet Daly, Hepburn Malcolm, Pearline Fennell, Chevonnet Letford, Deacon Errol Peart, and more recently Jacqueline Hemmings. They are all sadly missed. Due to COVID-19, the ministry of the church has been greatly affected, but we continue to serve the body and the community directly, but now also serve a greater body of people on the social media platforms. Thanks to our production team for making that happen.
Are you alone to get the glory, God? Are you alone to get the glory, God? This is nobody else. Nobody else. Are you alone to get the glory, God? Are you alone to get the glory, God? Listen up. My time, with a me pretty father, my time. Spiritually ready, no, my time. In a harder, ready for the prime time. Ready for the prime time. Do it ready for wonders of time time. Put the water, took me in a wine time. Like me from the fall, like falling, falling. Turn my life around.